What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Let's continue from where we left off in the previous video. Okay, so far we've done steps 1 to 60, and this is what we have, which is very different from the final product or the final page that we have here. But anyway, we are making progress, so let's move on one step at a time. All right, so with step 61, we want to use another font or some icon for the guitar. Okay, so inside the guitar left and guitar right element, we want to add an I element and give it a class of FA bass. So we'll say I okay, just a moment. Okay, so I was looking at the I that we did earlier. Okay, there's it. So that's something that we want to, a similar thing that we want to do. So we add an I element like this, and this time around we want to give it a class icon of a class attribute, sorry, of FA-bass. Okay, so as you can see, we have it here. It appears at the corner here, and let's give the same thing also to this right here. Okay, select your orange character element with the ID selector. So say hash orange character. Let's give it a width of 250 pixels. Let's give it a height of 550 pixels. Let's give it a background color of this right here. I'll just copy it and paste it here. Okay, now let's move on. We want to work on the positioning, so say position. Let's give it an absolute value, a top value of 25%. I hope by now you are familiar with what the top value does. Okay, so it pushes the character away from the top by the measure that we give it. So for example, 25%, it pushes it away from the top by 25% of the view height. So with the left also does the same thing, pushes it away from the left. So right now you can see that our orange value is very close to the left. If we give it a value of a left value of 40%, okay, it shifts away from the left. All right, on to the next one. So step 64, style the element with the ID black round hat. Okay, so we use hash to select the ID black round hat. Let's see if we can find a black round hat. I can see it, but let's continue anyway. Okay, I guess this one. Yeah, so we will give it a width of 180 pixels. Let's give it a height value of 150 pixels. Let's give it a background color with a value of this right here. Let me copy the RGB value. Okay, all right, next up, we want to look at, still working on the black round hat. Okay, let's say black hashtag let's give it a border radius. So this round right here, border radius 50%. All right, you see that turns it into sort of a round figure. Now we want to move it to the top. So as you can see here, the black round hat is here. That's where we want to move it. So to do that, we are going to say, what are we going to say? Position, first position. Let's say absolute. Okay. And we're going to position, spelling. Okay, we'll give it a top value of minus 100, which means it's going to pull it to the top. Okay, minus 100 pixels. Okay, let's also give it a left value of just 5 pixels. Okay, so as you can see, we have our hat here at the top. Now, as you can see, this one is sort of lying behind the other element, but what we currently have is just line on top of it. So the way we can fix this is to use the Z index, okay, and we give it a value of -1. Okay, all right, now it's hidden behind the other element, okay, just like we have it right here. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so for step 68, we want to use an ID selector to create a rule for the element with the ID eyes div. So I'll just say eyes div, eyes plural, div. Let's set the width to 180 pixels. Let's set the height to 50 pixels. Okay. Now move the eye div into position. With the position set to absolute. Let's set the top value to -40 pixels. Let's set the left value to 20 pixels. Now we want to give the eyelid element a Z index of 3. So say Z index 3. All right, so together with all the ID triangles, target all the ID triangles, target all the elements with the ID triangles using an ID selector. Okay, so I'll say ID. No, I'll say hash, not ID. Oh, so we're already on step 71. Okay, so I'll end here and then continue the next step 71 in the next video. So see you in the next video.